here. I'm 12 weeks postpartum and to celebrate, I've done another HIIT for you. It involves some jumping, some sculpting with weights, some plyo, so I wanted to make sure I gave you a good warm-up before I did that. So let's just kind of start with the step tap. Slowly bring that heart rate up, step tap. And when you're ready, just kind of swing the foot, because we are going to be doing also a little balance. So I want you to get used to standing on that one foot, and we're going to be doing a full extension motion. So this is really going to warm up all those muscles, kind of prepare you to do that. All right. And when you're ready, come out. I want you to squat, stretch the quad, squat. Good fundamentals apply here. Weight in the heels. Drop that booty down. You're going to be doing some booty to the box jumps, so I really want to make sure your quads and glutes are warmed up. For this is a great way to do that. All right, come to a straddle position, and I want you to do some arm windmills. Do your best to keep so engage your core here. And you notice I'm not swaying from side to side. You're gonna sway a little bit because your arms have that momentum, but just really make sure and engage your core to minimize that as much as you can. All right, here we go. All right, opposite direction. I'm feeling this the opposite way big time. All right, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna go ahead, we're just gonna run in place. Just a mild run here. If you can, maybe run around in a circle in your living room. I don't wanna go out of focus for you, but sometimes it helps me to run figure eights or something like that. But for you, my audience, I will run in place. Now I want you to butt kick. So again, we're gonna slowly warm up those quads again. Kick that butt. Really just make sure we're warming up everything here. I'm legitimately like, if you put my hand here, can you hear that? I'm kicking my butt for reals. So that's not a misnomer. All right, come back to that run, and I want you to do a high knee raise. Make sure you're engaging that core to bring that knee as high as you can. Woo. Giving you some nice profile views here. All right, and now just kind of inhale, exhale. My mat moved. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time on the exhale, come into a squat. Exhale, or inhale, exhale. Come into a squat, inhale. Exhale, squat, inhale. Exhale, squat, inhale. Exhale, squat, inhale. I'm gonna do this as a side view. So I want you to inhale, exhale, and on your exhale, I want you to bring that back foot to a warrior two. So your front heel is parallel or perpendicular with the middle of that back foot. I want you to stretch, stretch, dynamically warm up those hammies and that torso, those obliques, those abs, because we're going to be working those a lot too. And there, and stretch, stretch it out. You want to keep this fluid, but you also want to make sure you're getting that good stretch. Remember, this is just a warm up. So if you're not doing this as fast as me or you're faster, whatever you do to feel that good stretch is what I want you to do. Okay, now I just want you to rotate. Isn't that cute? Go to the opposite side. Lean in, lean back, lean in, whoop. And you're straightening that leg when you come to that reverse straight leg warrior. Lean over, lean back, lean over, lean back. You're gonna be happy you did this for those side abs, and we're done with this workout. Back, over, and back. All right, you are done with the warm up. Now to get back into the workout, we're going to do Tabata style. So that means 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest, or if you can manage it, 50 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. I'll be doing the 40-20 version. So feel free to set your timer differently if you'd like to do the 50-10. But we're gonna start off with booty to the box jumps. There's a little bit of equipment involved. So we've got a box for the booty to the box jumps, but all of these are easily modifiable if you don't have any. I do recommend weights for the sculpting exercises, but so a booty to the box jump, you're just gonna jump up on the box and down and have your booty almost hit the box. But if you don't have that, just jump your feet in and drop it low. Jump it in, drop it low. And for the other exercises, I do recommend a weight, but it doesn't have to be a plate. I'm gonna be using a plate for the lunge rotations and things like that, but you don't need it. So let me start my timer. And we are gonna get right back into it. Like I said, I'm doing the 40-20 version. So onto the box, And again, the same principle here. We'll get up on the box, and when you drop it low, you want to keep your weight in the heels. And you see I'm kind of using my arms for momentum. Can't talk anymore. It's tough. These will get you. And take a rest if you need to. Like I said, this is 40 seconds on, 40 seconds off. Your quads should be burning. Mine are. All right, that was 40 seconds. Now we're gonna do 20 seconds of rest during my rest. During my rest, I'm gonna show you our next exercise. So you're just gonna lunge back, bring the weight up and rotate to that side that you bring the leg up on. And we're gonna do it all one-sided first. So I'm gonna start with my right leg. So I'm gonna lunge back, rotate, bring the weight to my hip. Bring the weight to my hip. When I'm lunging back, I'm keeping the weight at my chest to keep my body centered. To keep my body weight centered. And bring that knee as high up as you can when you're coming out of the lunge. Kind of like you're almost wanting to kick, but you're not kicking the foot out. Really make sure you're bringing that weight to the hip, like this, almost like a ninja kick, to really take advantage of this as an ab exercise as well. All right, that's 40 seconds. And so our next exercise I'm gonna show you during my rest is gonna be the squat to balance. So you're just squatting and you're raising the weight and balancing. And you're just gonna alternate sides for this. You're not gonna burn out one side. Whew. All right, 2, 1. So squat to balance. Squat to balance. Squat, really get deep in that squat. Same principles apply, weight in the heels, full extension. I don't care so much about speed as I do full extension, so reach as long as you can get. Contract the top of the glute to get that leg back there. Extend, crouch, extend, squat low, extend long. Get tight, get long. Get tight, get long. Really contract the top of that glute to get full extension. All right, our next exercise requires no weights at all, but you're gonna come into a raised table position. So this is table. Raised table just means your knees are off, so if you need to come to table at any point, that's fine. And you're just gonna tap your knees and tap like this. And you're just gonna go for 40 seconds. So come onto the knees and tap, 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 and tap. And make sure you do these in even sequences because we're gonna come back around and do the lunges on the opposite side. I just wanna make sure not to get too much of a break away from our jumping cardio. And again, try to use your quads to stabilize your weight. Your weight is gonna shift a little bit, but I wanna keep that to a minimum. All right. Got 5 more seconds. And that's just it. We're gonna take a 30-second break. I'm gonna get right back at it with those 4 exercises. So all said, this workout should be about 15 minutes. And there's a warm-up included, and there's gonna be a little bit of a yoga cool down. So just kind of stretch it out while you can. Stretch out the legs. All right, we gotta get ready to go here. Remember, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Starting 3, 2, 1. So we're doing those booty to boxers again. You should really feel these in your quad. It should be a great heart rate elevator as well. Like I said, if you don't have equipment, that's fine. Just jump in and just make sure that you get as low as you can in that squat when you jump down. I like the box because it's just a really good metric or gauge for where you're at, jumping wise. This will get you. It's a quad burner. Down. And last one. Go ahead and grab that plate. Give yourself your earned 20 seconds rest. I'm gonna give it to myself this time since you already know the exercise, and this time I'm gonna be lunging back with my left foot, burning out the left side. Kind of let yourself catch your breath a bit. We start in 2, 1. You're gonna lunge back, come up into the side. Lunge back, rotate to the side. Back, rotate to the side. This should feel pretty good after that cardio, but it should still be burning out your quads. You should still feel it in the leg. Your heart rate's up, so this is a good sculpting technique for those abs. Whoops. The transverse abdominis, the obliques. You try and exhale as you, last one, as you bring that weight in to really take advantage of that full range of motion. All right, the next thing is the squat to balance. So catch your breath and we do some step touches. You've got about 6 more seconds. The sweat Tabata is so effective because even while you rest, you're still out of breath. All right, here you go. And your body's still burning calories. Squat, extend, squat, extend. So get as tight as you can and get as long as you can. Contract that glute. Contract that side glute, the elusive gluteus medius. Keep the weight back and the heels for the squat. I gotta be able to see my timer. And this isn't, you're not kicking the weight up. It's a slow and controlled movement out. And up, and down, up, and down. Last one. All right, we're gonna get rid of the weight altogether. And like I said, if you don't have a plate, that's fine. Just grab a pair of dumbbells or a kettlebell or shoot a spaghetti squash. Grab some weight so that it makes it more effective. And make sure it's gotta have some heft. You're doing a little cardio. All right, come to table, raise the knees. You're doing cardio, so you don't want it to be killer. Like you don't want to max out on the weight, but you want it to be pretty heavy. My plate here is 15 pounds. If you want to use that as your gauge, your metric. Remember, I'm 12 weeks postpartum, but I also worked out my entire pregnancy. So it may be an appropriate weight for you, it may not be. You know your body. I do recommend between 10 and 20 pounds though for this. Again, use those quads to stabilize that weight. You're done in 1 second. Drop the floor. You've got a minute here now. So just kind of stretch back if you need to. Stretch forward. Stretch what needs stretching. Like I like to say, I like to stretch out my quads. So the second break is a minute long. So that's a good recovery time and it gives you a nice place to reset for the second part. So the first break is 30 seconds. The second break will be a minute and the third break will be back to 30 seconds. To get that heart rate back up. Maybe some side to sides. Stretch out the inner thigh, lean forward, stretch out the hammy. But just make sure you're moving or grabbing a drink of water. When I say a drink, I mean a sip. Because this workout is gonna we're jumping, we're doing plyo, we're sculpting. You don't want that water sloshing around that belly. All right, step side to side, maybe stretch out that gluteus a little bit. Last few quad stretches. Oh, I gotta get rid of the weight on my box. And we are starting now. Box jumps. Oops. Careful not to hit your box. This is also a 10-inch box. If you're going by height, or you want to mark a wall. So 10 inches, it's easier to jump up, but harder to jump down. So it depends on what you want to work. Ooh. Ooh. I'm feeling it. Up. After a workout like this, especially if you're postpartum, you're probably going to want to stretch deeply or do some sort of yoga to really make sure you stretched out those muscles. So 40 seconds, I need to catch my breath. And remember, we're back at it with the right foot. All right. It gets harder the more rounds you do. That's another beauty of Tabata. All right. So lunge back with the right foot, bring the weight to the hip. Right foot, I'm gonna step forward a bit. Rotate and bring that weight to the hip. If I weren't talking, I'd be lunging, exhaling, lunging, exhaling. The reason I like to exhale and bring the weight to the hip, because it just really empties your diaphragm of everything, so you can really take advantage of that full range of motion and really get into the muscles. So really take advantage of that oblique, that torso rotation. All right, we're resting for 20 seconds. I'm out of breath here. I need another person. I need another person doing my workouts, and I can just cheer them on. Like Jillian Michaels or Shaun T or Tony Horton. Have other people do the workout for me. Maybe one day when I'm famous. All right, so we're gonna do the squat. That was German, by the way. Full extension, squat, full extension, squat, full extension. But hey, just do what you love and you never know what happens, right? All right, I'm gonna squat, do a full extension, squat, full extension. Really make sure you keep that glute engaged the entire time. So on the way down, it's engaged. You're tightening it on the way up, down, and then even at the very top, you're really getting tight, squeezing that gluteus medius to get the leg out to the side and back as high as you can. All right. Maybe the next cycle I'll do a side profile so you can see I can kind of get the box out of the way and get real long for you. All right. Gather your breath. You got about 5 seconds, so go ahead and hit your mat, come into table. Okay. Come into a raised table and just tap those knees. Tap the knees, shift the balance, shift the weight. I do really recommend like a kind of like a cushy surface. I don't recommend doing this on hardwood or concrete because that's going to be really hard on your joints. So just stay here. I have a mat just so stuff doesn't slide from my video, and it's on top of this this exercise flooring. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Rogue Fitness if you really want to. The stuff we use outside, our mats we use outside, we got it at Rogue Fitness. It's a lot more expensive, but it's great quality. This stuff we just got on Amazon. All right, you got a 30-second break. Got this weight to the side. You can probably see my daughter who's graced us with her presence. All right, but that's okay. She woke up from getting her nap. Good morning to that, Lils. Whew, all right, catch your breath. Sorry, I talk less and less the more I get out of breath. I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself for more booty to the box jumps. Looks like I have about 3 more seconds. And here we go. Booty to the box. Sweat is literally dripping off my face. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can do like a close-up when I edit. You'll notice I swing my arms. You don't have to. I just do that for momentum and to really make sure I'm gonna get on top of that box again. If you're unsure if you're gonna make it to this box, then just move off. Move off the box and just do air jumps. 1 minute, my love. I'm doing workout. All right, we're gonna get that out of the way. I'm gonna grab my 20 seconds of well-earned rest, and I'm gonna give you all a good side profile. In a minute, darling, in a minute. When I'm done with that. All right, so this time we're lunging back with our left foot, and I'm gonna give you that side profile. So lunge back with the left, come up and bring it to the side. Down, over to the side, down. Do not touch that, please. Thank you, darling. And you see how the exhale really allows me to bring that weight over in a slow and controlled motion. Versus when I talk, I'm sure you can see I'm not taking advantage of that full range of motion and really bringing the weight to the bottom of the hip. All right, we're done with that one. Last time, it's so sad. I'm also gonna give you a side profile of the squat to full balance because I think it will be helpful. So I'm gonna do it. My hair fell out too, by the way, clearly. I really need to start doing my research on hair stuff that's worth their stuff, you know? So squat, full extension. Squat, full extension. This circuit is a bit advanced, so if you're not quite here yet, don't worry. Simple workouts and good nutrition are gonna get you there. Please don't lose. She's starting to mess with my camera. We're all the way at the end. So, squat, full extension, squat, full extension, squat, full extension. But hey, I'm all about functional fitness. So you know what? You just gotta get it in where you can get it in. All right, we're gonna rest. Well, she just dumped out my garbage. So hopefully y'all didn't see it was in my garbage. But that's the kind of stuff you gotta let go. Because you know what? I can just clean it up later. And she's gonna show you our Ole Miss garbage. All right, you guys got about 5 seconds before it's our last activity. I'm gonna scoot you over to the side here, Lois. Boot you up. I cheated you. I cheated you out of 3 seconds. You can do jumping in a minute. She loves the boss suit. It is. It's like an adult trampoline, but it's also like a kid trampoline. And I don't know if you can tell, but we don't have tons of space in this house. And this is sort of like my exercise / their play area. So I let them swing on my TRX, do my boxy ball. I mean, why not? It's all durable. You find out if it's really worth its salt, right? You've got like 7 seconds left of your very last exercise. This full body HIIT. That's great for all levels of fitness, and you are done. Drop to your knees, maybe stretch back in child's pose. Stretch out those shoulders, stretch out the wrists. Maybe stretch out the back. The triceps should feel really good. All right, we're gonna roll up. Oh, Miss Cheerleaders. You can come to standing and just do some more dynamic stretching. So I want you to stretch the quad, squat, stretch the other quad. Squat, stretch the quad, squat, stretch the quad. This really lets you get into those glutes and slowly bring the heart rate down while still actively and dynamically stretching. Squat and stretch. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to just stretch the quads. So you're gonna activate and elongate the muscle now that it's good and long. So you're gonna grab that foot, pull, and pull back a little more, just to make sure you're getting a good stretch. Pull, 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 my little tomboy. You like her jean shorts? I love them. Pull, pull. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to come into a split leg, and I want you to reach for that inner ankle with the, so this is my right foot. My left foot's gonna reach for the inner ankle. I'm gonna switch and my right foot's gonna go out. It's gonna really stretch that torso that we worked a lot for those lunge ab rotations. And stretch. Right after those awesome booty to the box jumps. They'll get you. And I love those because it's a great training mechanism to familiarize yourself with the power that it takes to jump and all the different muscles you need to pull from. We're gonna switch. When you do that, so when you do want to graduate to like a box jump, you know where all those muscle movements sort of need to come from. It's a great conditioning exercise also for your booty. All right. You should be feeling this one on the inner thigh of that straight leg and on your abs or your torso region. All right. So now what I want you to do, because I'm going to give you a profile, I want you to take this, put your ankle on your knee, bend down, come up, bend down, come up. More dynamic stretching. I really like dynamic stretching, especially after a HIIT like this, because your heart's racing. So you don't want to just stop. You want to kind of slowly reduce blood flow, or slowly reduce that heart rate, and kind of come down gently. All right. So now what I want you to do is come like this. I want you to hold it. Really feel it out there in that gluteus medius that we worked big time. This hip. All right. This way. All right, now I want you to kind of do some step hugs to stretch out those arms and that upper back, those shoulders, those delts. Now, believe it or not, you did work with the weights. Every time you do something with weights, you always want to cool it down. release that lactic acid. Put your cross and do your triceps. Again, I like to keep it dynamic with the stepping to still keep that heart rate up so it doesn't come crashing down on you. Back, over the head, back. Now across, back, and across, back, and across. Plus it's just fun to step tap, and especially if you're I talk with my hands, I talk while I move. I like to associate movement with doing lots of things. So why should stretching be any different? All right, let's do some shoulder rolls, forward, some neck rolls. Pulling back should feel good, and you have completed this nice little 20-minute HIIT.